Hello friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. Welcome to Make and Take Tuesday. This is a weekly series that I do where I introduce you to a new paper collection, tool, die, technique, product, and we make something fun together. It's been a while since we've done anything masculine, so I'm pulling in a brand new collection from Photoplay Paper. This is in their MVP series, which is a sports-based series, and this is called Golf. And this is a really vibrant, fun collection for guys. And of course it's golf themed, and it's got these great green and aqua and pale yellow and white colors. Wonderful patterns. Look how cute with all the little golf carts and stuff. And then the back side is just this plain golf clubs. Here we are with the golf course. And then this is one of their really neat, they've just started doing this where you have like 3 4x4s and then 2 larger pieces like 8x6. This is great if you're doing any kind of a folio or cover for a mini album. All these cute golf tees. I love the bright colors. Wonderful stripe. And then there's the sticker sheet, which has all kinds of fun elements in it. They've also just started doing these great My Colors cardstock in the variety packs. And this is the one that is themed for our golf collection. It's got this beautiful mint julep. And then it's got, I want to make sure I get the names right here, Velvet Night, Atlantic Shore, and Tuscan Sun. So you get 2 of each of these colors. One side has a linen texture, the other side is smooth. So depending on what you want to do, the smooth side is great for stamping, of course, and the textured side is great for embossing. So what are we going to make? Well, when they sent me my box, they also sent me this great set of wiper card bases. And this kit makes 3 wiper cards. Your instructions are on the inside, and you get all of the pieces you need, which are pre-scored, so that you can put together your own wiper card very simply and easily. So that's what we're going to make today. I'm going to show you how to use these supplies to make a fun pop-up wiper card. So let me get things started, and I'll be right back. So what are we going to make? I thought we'd make a couple of really cute kinetic cards. The first one uses a wiper card kit from Photoplay, and you can see this is what we're going to make. Super cute, and I added a little pocket to the front so you can put a gift card and a note inside. And then the second card we're going to make is a more standard 7x5 tent style pop-up with a double pop-up on the inside. So you're going to learn how to do both of these. Let me go ahead, get my stuff set up, and we'll get started. So for each card, you're going to need 3 pieces. You've got this, I'll measure these for you. So you know this is a 6 3/4 by 5.5 inch piece, and it's got 2 score lines. You fold the first one in and crease it, and the second one out. So it's going to look like this. Then you've got this other piece that has the 2 score lines on it. This one you're going to score the opposite way. You're going to score this one out, and this one in. So you can see these are going to fit together like this. And that's how your little pop-up is going to work. And then you have this third piece, and it is also scored, but it has printed on it this little mechanism. So you want to cut this out of the paper and then fold it along the score line. So now that you've got this done, you want to go ahead and line our panels, and the finished folded card measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but you've got these 3 panels, and you want to line these before you put the card together, because otherwise it's going to be really difficult. I've cut a 4 1/8 by 5 1/2 inch piece of our green cardstock, and this is how we have this going, okay? And this is going to go right here. Then I'm going to mat this with a slightly smaller piece of this cute golf cart paper. And I cut this just barely over, hold on, I'll give you the exact measurements. I want to say I went just barely over 4. Yeah, this is actually, I went exactly 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and then I cut your little side flaps are 1 1/4 inches. So I just went with my pattern, my solid paper, just under that, because you don't want to mess up these folds, because otherwise the mechanism won't work properly. And these are like 1 1/8 inches by 5 1/2. Okay, so see, I'm just testing this to make sure all my folds are working well. I'm gonna crease this down again. There we go. And then for patterned paper, I cut just 1 inch of this stripe that has the golf tees on the back. And then this argyle. And then we're bringing in this piece, and remember this goes the opposite, and we're just going to cover this. And for this, got this, our ocean, whatever it's called, ocean mist, or it's the aqua. And this is going to go here. And then these little pieces go here and here. And again, these are, this is 4 by 3. Actually, I think it's 4 1/4 by 3. All right, so what I wanted to do is make a pocket for this little section right here. And our paper is 4 1/4 by 3. So I cut the golf tees to 5 by 3 1/2. And we're going to bring in our scoring tool. Score 1/2 inch along the bottom, and let's go 3/8 of an inch on each side. Let's see if that works. Yep, that's perfect. So 1/2 inch on the bottom, 3/8 of an inch on each side. Trim out your corners where those scored lines intersect, and fold your flaps. And let's go ahead and punch in a thumb hole with a circle punch. And then let's glue this down. Right here. See how cute that is? And then I trimmed this out from the images page, and that can tuck in there along with like a gift card or something. And you can mat this. I'll go ahead and mat this on a solid color so that you can write a message on the back or put a photo on the back. Now we're going to add this wiper mechanism to our front piece. So lay your card out like this. And this is your front piece. This is your back piece. Flip this over. And can you see how you've got this little section right here next to the large section? Here's where your adhesive goes on the back of this little flap. So it's going to be able to fold like this. It's going to look like this. So once you've done that, come in with your adhesive, and you can use score tape if you like. And you're going to glue or adhere this outer flap right here. So now that you've got your mechanism installed, I've trimmed out this little golf ball, and you have to make it pretty short. You don't want it to be any taller than 2 inches. I matted it on cardstock just to give it a little more stability. Place your adhesive on the left-hand side of your front-facing panel. Line it up with the right-hand side, and now look what happens. Isn't that cute? So from your sticker sheet, find the word that says for and attach it to your golf ball, which is hilarious. And there's your little cards. That's pretty cute, you guys. That's pretty hilarious. I really love that. So here we are, all finished up. I traced around my letters with black Sharpie pen. I added this little flag and the T and the ball here. That's how I roll. I filled the little golf definition with a square of our green paper and then put our cute golf cart on top of that. Covered these with our designer paper. And then this, I went ahead and glued down some of our aqua mist, and then just some plain white down here to fit the panels so that you can use this. You can tuck a gift card inside there and write a message. So there's card number 1. Super fun. Okay, the second pop-up card we're going to make today is one of these little 5x7 tent pop-ups, and these are super easy to make. You're going to cut a 7 by 10 inch piece of cardstock and fold it in half. Then I find it helps if you bring in a precision trimmer and go ahead and line it up. So 3.5 is center. So let's go. Come down to 5, and we make about a 1 inch cut, and then flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Actually, this looks like it's more like 1.5. So you've just made this little slit. Then come in with a ruler. And I want to fold this way here. And I want to come on the back and fold it this way. Now I'm going to open it up and I'm going to pop it in like this. And there's our pop-up. Do you see that? How easy that is? and then just crease this down. You know, with masculine cards, you oftentimes can't add a ton of embellishments and things like that. So it's fun to make a kinetic card. And I know my husband is always impressed with how they work. So now come in with your adhesive. Place your adhesive like this. And then I've cut a 7 by 10 and an 1/8" piece. I like to give it that little extra 1/8 of an inch so that it has room to fold over. So here's our 5. And I'm just going to score. Then I'm going to come up here to where my 1/16 of an inch mark is. And I'm going to go right here. And I'm going to go right here. And that's just going to help that bend over the fold of that card. I'm going to line this up along the bottom edge. Press it down. And then I'm going to put my adhesive on the back. And I'm going to fold. Here's my bone folder. So see, here's our front. Here's our inside. I like to do the insides before I do the outsides. So I've cut my 6 3/4 by 5" panel of my paper. And then what I did was I just lined it up. I folded my card flat and lined it up and made a little pencil mark and then cut up about 1 inch. Then folded this, all right? So what we're gonna do, leave this part folded. Take this part, place your adhesive on it. Line it up. Press it down, and now when you stand your card up, you'll be able to adhere this piece to this top flap and you won't have a problem. Just like this. And then go ahead and fold your card and crease it again. So see, now this will open up. And then you're going to do the same thing on the bottom, only you're going to turn your paper this way, and I'll show you how I lined it up. Okay, so this is the top of our card. We want our paper to go this way. I've left it long because I'm probably going to score it and fold in a little pocket. So I'm going to line this up and see where I've got my little cuts. I'm just making a mark and making a mark. And I'm coming in with my scissor. All right, so see, now this will fit. I fold this back. All right, and then I'm going to mark it right here because that's where I need to score it to make my pocket. Okay. Here's our top, here's our bottom. I'm going to line, I'm going to put my adhesive like this, just like we did last time. Lay this flat. I'm going to line this up. I want to be below that fold. Now I can put adhesive on here and fold this flat and recrease it. And now we've covered our pop-up element in the easiest possible way. Isn't that neat? I'm going to add gussets to these pockets, and then we'll add our pop-up element. So I've taken my piece of my navy blue cardstock and put my 4 and the cute little golf tee. And then this is going to adhere right onto the front of this little box. So I'm going to put my adhesive here. Just kind of center this up. Close my card. So there's our cute pop-up. It's really adorable. All right, guys, let me put gussets on this pocket. So now I've got this piece of paper that is 3 by 2 1/8, and I've scored every 1/2 inch. And what we're going to do is make a second pop-up box to fit behind the first one. And you're just going to fold on all these scored lines. And then you're going to make a little box. Do you see that? And this little extra piece is the flap. That goes over your box. And I usually bring like a pencil in or something like that to press that down and make sure that's really sealed. All right. Then where this creases, you're going to glue the back of your box. And then this piece that's adjacent to it. So this becomes the back, and this becomes the bottom. Do you see that? How I've done that? Your adhesive is on the bottom and on the back. And bring something in to just press that into place. And then fold. And now see, whoops, yeah, it wasn't quite glued down, but you'll have a double pop-up is what you'll end up having. So use score tape because it'll catch right away and you won't have that issue that I just had. But I'm just going to let this set for a moment, and then I'll be back and we'll do the next step. Okay, so our adhesive set up and our pop-up works great. I took these 3 stickers. I touched the back of them with my embossing buddy that has the cornstarch in it. That keeps them from sticking, but the bottom I stuck to the pop-up mechanism. And then I just added this little sticker strip along the top. I had this little golf tee in my stash, stuck it in there. Then we took our 3 by 4 and we adhered it on a, let's see what this is, 6 1/4 by 4 1/8 inch piece of our green cardstock, and just added some 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 inch panels of paper. I wrapped it with a scrap of my green cardstock that I turned into a belly band, and it does fit. There we go. And then I took our golf tee stickers. This is a really cute little gift card holder. It has to go in this way because of our pop-up mechanism, but that finishes the inside of the card. For the outside, I cut a 6 3/4 by 4 3/4 inch panel of my green, topped it with a 6 1/2 by 4 1/2 inch panel of my golf tees. Then I took this 4 by 6 directly cut it from the cut apart sheet. Let's go ahead and mat this on a slightly larger piece of our beautiful indigo paper here. I think it's going to pop a little bit better this way. I'm just going to trim this out. If you want to measure, you can probably go maybe like 4 1/8 by, 6 1/8 by 4 1/8. I just do it like what you just saw me do. I think my trimmer is getting a little dull here. There we go. All right. Then we're just going to glue this over our golf tees. Just like this. I took the scrap of that stripe sticker and I split it into two because it wasn't quite wide enough to go the distance. I put part of it here, then my little golf cart on top of it. I took this cute sticker, matted it on our blue, added some foam tape to the back. This is going to go right here. And then from our sticker sheet, let's I want something to go right up here. So let's bring in our blue. And let's put some foam tape on the back. And let's put this right up in this corner. And that's all I'm going to do. A masculine card, you don't really have to do as much to. Clean, simple lines are great. So we're going to bring in our card. We're going to put our adhesive. Line this up. This is a little bit bulky because of those pop-ups, but I think you could still fit it in a flat envelope for mailing. So there you go, a couple of really fun golf-themed cards. You know, we just did Mother's Day. Father's Day's right around the corner. So these are some ideas to get you started. Really fun, Photoplay MVP Golf. And this is Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. Thanks for joining me. Go get your craft on. Bye.